Here's what I will do in this video. Alright, I'm going to be showing you guys how to analyze your boom and crash charts from the daily time frame down to the 1 minute time frame. Alright, and I'm going to show you how to create an indicator strategy that will match up with it. Alright, in order to have a better understanding of what the market is doing and how you can take your entry with it. Alright, so all I want you to do is to make sure you stick to the video till the end and then don't skip any parts. Alright, make sure you don't skip any part because I don't want you to miss any useful information that will help you. Alright, now here's what I'm gonna do. First things first, I will try to identify the trend, right? So as you can see here, we are in an uptrend currently. Alright, so knowing that we are in an uptrend, what I'm gonna do is to look for buying trades only, right? So here I will identify this, right? Now here is another thing here again. There's a support, there's a counter trend line here that is being broken up here. So you need to make sure you identify stuff like this anytime you are doing your analysis. All right, now after identifying this, all right, you can see this is a pattern, right? I will step down to the 4-hour time frame. So here on the 4-hour time frame, you need to identify the most recent support and resistance zone where price is currently heading to now. So you can see that there is a zone here. All right, there is a zone here. I'm just going to drag it to where price is currently is now. All right, so this is the most recent zone here that price is heading to right now. So after identifying this, and I've marked out the zone, now you can see here also that there is a zone that price just broke out of and heading up, right? So now that I've marked out this important zone, right, I will just step down to the 1-hour time frame and see what's going on here, right? So here you can see a clearer picture of what the market is doing. And then now to the 30-minute time frame, everything is going fine. Now let's step to the 15-minute time frame. So here on the 15-minute time frame, all right, you can see that price went deep. So I'll just put in some trend line here again in order to get any early entry opportunity that will come, right? So here there is a support and horizontal support and resistance zone, which is why I'm drawing the trend line here now. So after marking this out, I normally do my analysis from the 15 whenever I want to trade from the 1 minute. So that is why I need to draw this trend line. So now that I've marked it out, I'll step down to the 1 minute time frame. No need to check the 5 minute because there will be no much different, right? So here you can see that price came down here close to the trend line and it bounced up. All right, this thing is a zone, right? So I believe there is a zone here, so price will not need to go down to our line before it bounce. So it can bounce from any side here, any area here. It doesn't mean that it must touch the line before it bounce up, right? So now if I add the indicators I said I want to add, all right, so if I create the indicator now and you see it, you are going to see that maybe the indicator might already give us the signal earlier before the trend line, right? So let me add some indicators here now so that you see. So in situations like this, I will just, let's say, let me add some indicator that will show us overbought and oversold level. All right, normally I like to use the relative strength index, but let me use the oscillator here because the reason why I like the oscillator is that it doesn't lag. All right, some of those other indicators they do lag, but this one it doesn't lag. So I will it's already set, so I will just need to click on done. All right, so make sure you note down this thing somewhere, so that, because I will not repeat these settings anymore. So after this, you click on done. As you can see, the level is 85 and 15, right? So make sure you note it down. So you add this. You can see we have our levels here now, right? Now there's one indicator that is good for catching spike, but with the help of price action, right? So now I'm going to add that, and that indicator here is moving average 10. The setting is, the period is going to be 10, right? People don't know this, but this moving average is very good for catching spike, what I've noticed. So like I've told you guys before, you can see the, according to price, it's not yet down to um the trend line I drew, but here on the indicator window is indicating that price has gotten to the oversold level, and as you can see, after the signal was given here, it begins to spike up, right? So this is something you should know, right? It begins to spike up, and I don't only use this what is it called, the price, the moving average, to, or the indicator window here, to take my entry, right? There is something, there is one other indicator again that I use on the main chart here, on the main chart here, to get confirmation before taking an entry, and it's also a moving average, but the setting is different. So I'm going to just show you guys now. So here I'm going to change the settings to the period to 35, right? So you can see the period now is 35. I'll just click on done, use the same color. Now this is what I use this one for. This is how I do the confirmation. So here, normally whenever it gets to this area, I don't take any entry, because sometimes, you know how this thing works, it might still continue going down and it will not spike, right? So I always wait for confirmation, and here is what I do. I will wait for it to get to the overbought level or the trend line, then I'll wait for a spike. So whenever the spike breaks above my 35 moving average, all right, now the 35 moving average is serving as a support and resistance zone. So whenever price breaks and close above it, right, hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. Whenever price, sorry, whenever price breaks above close, then this is where I'll take my entry. Then I normally place my stop loss below that spike zone, or below my support and resistance zone or trend line. Anywhere I drew there, I'll place my stop loss there. And if the risk management is okay, sometimes I do take it down. That depend on your risk management and what you can afford to lose, right? Then my TP is going to be based on this indicator. So whenever there is a spike and I see that it's now touching the 85 level, I close, because you know guys, I'm a scalper. I don't like to hold trade for long. So whenever it gets to the 85, I close, and you can see it went up pretty good here. So let me show you guys another example, because it will not always go to the trend line. That is what I'm trying to say here. It will not always go to the, because this thing is not just a line, it's a zone, right? You need to treat it as a zone, because anything can happen from this area. Once you see the indicator is showing that yes, price is now in an overbought level or in an oversold level, all right, you don't need to wait for it to get to the indicator. Now all you need to do is to just wait for it to break above. Now you know that price has broken through a support and resistance zone here. You take your entry, stop loss below or here, and then you wait for your indicator to give you the TP area, and then you are out. So you can see how it plays out here. It broke, there was a retest, went up, come down again, and you know how price do move sometimes. You will always want to play with your emotions, right? But if you know what you are doing, you are going to be able to hold. So you can see, how it was working with the trend line, right? And you see how this indicator is showing you when to take your entry and all that, right? So you can see that this strategy is a powerful strategy, all right? It will not work always, because no strategy is 100%, but I assure you this is a very good strategy that will make you money over time if you keep obeying the rules and keep applying same thing over and over, you are consistent with it, I don't think there's anything that will make you not to make money with this. All right, so these are the things you need to know. All right, price action plus indicator, any indicator at all, is a very powerful strategy. All right, so that is one thing some of those people posting content here are not telling you, but price action is the master of all those things. Like if you know price action, you are going to have a very good um, edge over the market. You are going to make money, right? So all you need to do is to go and learn price action and know some indicators to use with it, and then you are good to go. All right, so guys, that is pretty much everything I have for you guys today. All right, see you guys in the next video. Thank you. And before I forget, if you're a new viewer, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because here on this channel I post powerful strategy like this to help you make money. All right, and don't forget to give the video a like. Thank you.